I'm gonna talk about 5 initial culture shock that I had when I first visited the United States as a high schooler. I lived in Korea, in China. I feel like eating a chunk of sugar.
Did people touch your skin, your hair?
Hello, my name is Lily. I'm South Korean and right now I live in the United States. Today I'm going to talk about my initial cultural shock when I came to the United States for the first time. Right now I live in the United States and I've been here for about 3 years. Well, before around 2003 to 2004, for around 2 years, I lived in the United States. So altogether, I can say I lived in the United States for 5 years. But when I was in high school, I first came to the United States just as a tourist. Actually, I stayed in my friend's house for like about a month. And at the time, I was a high school student. That was my first time ever I actually came to the United States and talked to American people. I got to have the first experience in the United States. So when I first came, the first thing that really shocked me was greeting. When Americans greet, usually you hug, right? But in Korea, we don't hug. I never really hug anybody when I greeted. So it was really interesting when people hug each other. My friend was a boy, and when he met his friends, he greeted female friends and by hugging. So it was really, really weird. Like for me, I kind of like, okay, maybe that girl like my friend, you know. So that's why like they're hugging, like, or like if you hug, you might start liking that person. Like I don't know. It was so like at the time I was a high school student and I really had no idea about hugging culture. I saw people hugging in the movies and all that, but even like me hugging other people or hugging somebody, it was hard for me. Okay, number 2, teenagers driving. Like I felt like teenagers, you know, like driving in Korea, you can't get a driver's license unless you have your ID card. You get to have your Korean ID card when you turn 18 years old. So I know you can have a driver's license when you turn 18 years old. But here in America, teenagers drive and they can start driving 16, right? So it was really interesting for me. And number 3, people were saying excuse me all the time. Like excuse me. Like even though you're not sorry, you say excuse me. So for example, I was walking and then there was one person right here and I was just go around and like so that I don't touch her. But usually the woman goes like, oh, excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. But they usually give a space for me to pass. That was really interesting for me because in Korea, like nobody does that. Like nobody would say like, I'm sorry. Because like I was here and if you wanna pass, go pass. Like there's lots of space right here, so yeah, why don't you just pass? And also Korea is such a small country, there's so many people. So I mean if you do that, you might have to just keep saying sorry, 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 you know what I'm saying? People said sorry to each other or like excuse me. Yeah, I thought that was a really good culture. Number 4, since I was a high school student, I got to hang out with other high school students. Actually, I came to the United States with my other female friend. What happened was we were hanging out together and then I asked my friend like, hey, do you want to go to the bathroom? We held our hands and went to the bathroom, and then when we came out, my friend said, oh my goodness, you don't hold your hands here. If you hold your hands and go to the bathroom together, then that means you are lesbians. And we're like, what? Like that was really weird, like I never thought about it. We are not lesbians. So that was interesting because in Korea, you hold hands, girls, we hold hands and we go to the bathroom together. And we're not lesbians, but in the United States, if you hold hands, then you can be lesbians. So that was very interesting. Number 5, I came here, one of my friends, and she had quite a lot of hair on her legs. And in Korea, some people shave their legs, some people don't. even if you don't really shave your legs, no one really cares. I mean, nowadays people shave their armpit, but they don't really care about legs. When we came here, and she had quite a lot of leg hair, and my friend said like, oh my goodness, why is she not shaving her hair on her legs? She'll never be able to date any guy. They told us a story that there was a one girl who didn't shave her armpit, and some people saw that when they were at a PE class. After that, she was not able to date the whole entire her high school life. So that was interesting. In Korea, we don't really care about shaving. Armpit, yeah, we do care. But legs, not so much. So these are the things that I experienced when I came to the United States as a high schooler, and these are the initial culture shock that I experienced as a high schooler. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to talk about anything, please leave the comment below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.